afternoon. Thank you all for coming at such short notice. My name is Mitch Matthews, and I'm Vice President of Corporate Communications here at Microsoft. I'll be moderating today's press conference. I'd like to welcome the people here in the studio with us and those that are also joining us by telephone. In a few moments, I'm going to turn the mic straight over to Bill and Steve, and they'll both make remarks, and then we'll open it up to questions for people in the studio. Those joining us by the telephone won't be able to ask questions in this press conference, but roughly about 30 minutes afterwards, we'll be doing another telephone call where you can ask questions. Your options are to either stay on the line or call back about 2:30. For those that haven't seen the press release, it's on our media relations website, which is microsoft.com/presspass. I'll now pass it over to Bill Gates. Bill?
Good afternoon. Microsoft was founded 25 years ago, and I've had the same job as CEO during that entire 25-year period. The vision that Paul Allen and I had of the PC becoming an empowering tool and software playing a central role in that has certainly achieved a lot of the dreams that we've had. And yet I'd say that today there's more opportunity for software than there's ever been. Even though we have over 400 million machines out there running the graphics interface, a very high percentage running our office productivity software, in a sense you can say that you haven't seen anything yet. The revolution ahead is one where we still feel that software will very much be at the center of it. And yet the nature of software will be changing. Software will be delivered in many cases as a service across the internet instead of a packaged product. The way that software is developed using things like XML, being written to interface to speech systems, to handwriting systems, it'll appear in a different form than it has. And so when I think of what will this next decade be, how will people look back at it, I think we can say that they might even call it the software decade. It's during this decade that the way business is done will be defined by software. The way that you share information, find information will be defined by software. Even the way we think of entertainment, the way we think of music and photos. We're bold enough to believe that even reading electronic books will be very, very much a part of this decade. Now, Microsoft has had to change a lot during the last 25 years to keep up with all the neat new horizons in the world of software. We did some revolutionary things when we moved to the graphical interface. We took a big bet the company risk when we moved up to Windows NT. And 5 years ago, we had an Internet Strategy Day and talked about the Internet becoming the top priority for the things that we're doing. We see ourselves today at that same type of inflection point where the nature of the platform, the way that it works, the way that people develop these applications, all of those we need to bring some breakthrough technologies to. Fortunately, there's a lot of great work that's been going on in our research groups and our products groups that provide the foundation for this. Fortunately, we have Windows 2000 out there as a fantastic platform for all of this to build off of. We also need to continue to evolve the management structure at Microsoft. Over the last 18 months, Steve Ballmer and I have made a number of changes. We've gotten the group of top people together to really work as a team in formulating the strategy. That's been a new thing for us, but very gratifying to see how that's come together. One of the big changes I made was back in July of 1998 when I made Steve president of Microsoft. And his assuming those responsibilities allowed me to put some more of my focus on the technology. However, today we're taking the next step. Today, Steve is going to step up to a new role, and he will be CEO of Microsoft. I'll take on a new role that will allow me to spend almost 100% of my time on these new software technologies. I'll be the chairman, I'll be chief software architect, and my commitment to working full-time, working with the same energy that I brought to this job over these last 25 years is 100%. It's a very exciting evolution for me, and I see it as a good, very good transition for the company. Steve and I have had a unique partnership. We've worked together for almost 20 years now, and I feel very lucky that he's here to take on the new challenge as CEO and have me in my role as Chief Software Architect. Overall, I'd say the company's got terrific people, a great management team, some incredible technologies, and because of this belief in software and the opportunities that are out there, we have the chance to do a lot more in our future than we've done to date. So let me now ask Steve to come up, and I'll congratulate him on his new role. Congratulations, Steve.
Well, thanks, Bill. I'm certainly honored and very, very excited about the opportunity. On a personal level, the kind of relationship that Bill and I have, I think must be totally unique in the business world. And I'm enthusiastic about really having the opportunity to work together with Bill in this new way over the years ahead. With Bill as both chairman and the chief software architect of our company, and the incredible leadership team that we have in place here, along with the thousands of incredible people in the company, I think we have an opportunity to repeat in the 21st century the kind of progress that we helped make on behalf of customers during the last quarter of a century. We certainly face big challenges, that's for sure. If you look at the tough competitors we have out there, Sun, IBM, Oracle, Linux, and now AOL and Time Warner, in addition to the hundreds of internet startups who are competing with various aspects of what we do, it's a challenging time. But I think the times when Microsoft has been faced with challenges is frankly often the time when we do our very, very best work and have helped to do the most to revolutionize the industry through our innovation. Software is our heritage, and it's the key, we think, to the future. In the years ahead, it's software that'll be the driver for new opportunities, not only in hardware, but in wireless, in e-commerce, in broadband, and in other things. And we are dedicated to our roots and our capabilities in software. Our plan is to create a new software services platform that will ignite opportunities for literally thousands of partners and customers around the world. It's going to take an incredible amount of work to deliver on the promise of enhancing the internet user experience and delivering really a platform that I might call the next generation Windows services platform. And delivering that platform is the top priority of our company. This spring, we'll have a major strategy day, which we call Forum 2000, and we will lay out very clearly the set of initiatives, the deliverables on this particular roadmap. But the work we're talking about here really is an evolution in some senses of a set of efforts that we've been working on for a number of years, and certainly some themes that we've been discussing in our developer strategy day, in Bill's Comdex keynote, really focusing in on the internet user experience and the role of software and services. I want to outline a couple of scenarios that perhaps help illustrate how the internet user experience will change as we take advantage of new technologies. One of my favorites is in the healthcare area. I've thought a lot about this of late. And, if you think to the future, there will be a day when you're able to keep all of your information, your medical information, in a secure, private place out on the web. You'll be able to give permission to appropriate doctors to put new information in and to view your medical history. You'll be able to pay your bills, interact with your health care insurer, receive notification when an appointment is necessary, and incorporate those appointments automatically into your calendar. Wherever you are, whenever you are, wherever you are in the world, and whenever you want to, you'll want to access that information. Another good example of this next generation internet user experience might come from the travel region. You'll want to purchase a flight using a service like Expedia or others. And you want that flight that you booked to be automatically reflected on your schedule. The friends that you're going to visit, you want them automatically to receive a message that says you're coming. You'll be notified automatically wherever you are that your flight is delayed. And a notice will get triggered to page, mom and dad and tell them you're late if your flight gets delayed. That kind of service is the kind of service that we envision. And only works if there's a level of integration of websites and a level of ability to share data on the internet in a consistent way, cross services that doesn't simply exist in today's world. We talk about a central set of next generation Windows services, or NGWSs, that any third party can use, because that's crucial in realizing the kinds of scenarios that I described and the kind of sharing, both of program logic and of information across the internet. We need to deliver a breakthrough version of Windows that allows the PC and servers to include these next generation services and to use those services actually hosted out on the internet. So there needs to be a place or a site, if you will, out in the internet that hosts these kinds of services. And it's imperative the breakthroughs that we're talking about here include changes to the programming model, to the user interface, the application integration model, the file system, new XML schema. It's literally the same kind of change, I think, that Windows itself represented to the world of DOS and character mode computing. At the same time as we deliver these breakthroughs, we also need to continue to make the Windows client more reliable, manageable, and secure, both for consumers as well as for business users. And the server work we've started, we need to push forward, making the servers more reliable and scalable enough to run not only any of today's e-businesses, but businesses as they evolve in the future. It goes without saying that we believe the PC will continue to be the most powerful creativity device available to people. But we also need to ensure that non-PC devices can leverage this next generation set of Windows services. Phones, pocket PCs, consumer web devices, TV-attached devices, and home and small business servers all must be able to take advantage of this next generation Windows services platform. As our company did with Windows and Office, we will create some specific key services that use our platform. Those services will focus in on a very specific set of user scenarios, important but certainly very narrow compared to the broad set of opportunities. We want to focus in on certain key home and consumer scenarios, mobile scenarios, the knowledge worker, and the small business. Most of the